Hi everybody, it's Tommy Jo at Bird Street Studio, and I'm here to do this week's 50 Stack Challenge 8. This is hosted by Amy. She's Crafty Cat. She's at Crafty Cat 7212 on YouTube, and she's Crafty Cat 72 on Instagram. She also has an Etsy shop with some beautiful digitals in there. And so I would recommend that you go out. I think it's Crafty Cat USA. But anyways, this week's challenge, the point of the challenge is for Amy to pick 2 prompts each week. So this week is week 9, I believe, if I counted right. I'm not good in math, but anyways, I think it's week 9. And the prompts she picked were 17 and 18. So for 17, she picked cactus. For 18, she picked dangle. Both a little tough. Dangle easier for me than cactus, just because when I originally decided to participate in challenges, I thought I won't stress out having to participate in a week that somebody makes something that I wouldn't use. However, I have an idea for cactus, because cactus is in the succulent kind of category for me. And I am doing that journal for my niece, which I have here. This is one of the signatures. And it is kind of gardening, arbor, plant-based. It's for, I picked out most of the things that are geared towards a little girl. Because that is what she is having. So anyways, I thought, you know, I could make something for this and incorporate cactus. However, I'm not sure how to do that. So what I did was, Amy provided us with a digital. So this right here is an 8.5, you can print on 8.5 by 11. In my computer, I have a PC, I am able to highlight a file, pick what size I want to print it, and how many I want to print on a page. And in this case, I picked a 5 by 7, and I printed 2 on a page. And the reason I did that is, if I measured correctly, each one of these in real life, on an 8.5 by 11, each one of these is about 3 inches, which it's a little bit bigger than what I wanted to use, because I want to incorporate a little whimsical character next to it or something like that. So I had 2 ideas. I'm not sure which one I want to go with, but I'm thinking that I had made these and I was kind of thinking of doing like a page edge. Could be a tuck. But what I really wanted to do was like a corner pocket, and I need something fairly heavy to be able to, you know, get used. These are just thin papers that I had, but I kind of thought if we did one of those corner, maybe not so much on a green page, maybe like here, then I could incorporate that. So what I'm going to do is I am going to actually, I kind of like this. I'm going to glue this page together because I need something heavier. Or I could, do I have a large card? I might be able to. Yeah, I might be able to do this. Okay. I know I'm all over the place, but that's how my mind works. So I'm going to glue this to this paper. Which side do I want to use? The bigger side or the small? I think the smaller or the bigger. Look at my picture. think I'm going to glue it to the larger side. And the only reason I'm doing this is I want to make this paper a little bit firmer. Because if you have a pocket, you want to be able to slide things in and out of it fairly easy. It's a 6, so let's do it this way. I'm going to put it right on the edge. Okay, and then I'm going to cut this out. Okay, so then we have this, and I want to put this on here. This is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking. Let me move this stuff out of the way. And I'm thinking we could make a, excuse me, a corner pocket. Like that. I think I like that. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to rip this. I'm going to try and rip this. Like this. Okay, I like that. And then I want a larger one, so I want this one. I need to make this piece a little bit more manageable. Okay, let's make it a little more manageable. How about like... Then I want to start up here. Okay, I think I like that. So let's look and see what we think in terms of how it looks on a pocket. How it looks on a page. How about that, Tommy? Okay, I really do like that. Okay, now what I want is, this would be one pocket. I want another pocket, but I wanted more than one design of paper. So I'm kind of thinking that I'd like to make a pocket here. Let's do this. Okay. Then so I'm going to hold this and maybe tear right along here. Down here I think I like it. Okay, so this one I wanted to stress because I want to make sure that we understand that this is a pocket. And I wanted to stress this one as well. So if I put this down and then we put this down like this, yes, I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so this one I want to glue here and here, and I'm going to use my mixture. My mixture glue, and for those who don't know, most of you do know because I've used it, it's a mixture of tacky glue and art glitter glue, because my art glitter glue got kind of watery. So I just mixed them together and I'm loving it. Honestly, I do. I love it. It gives me a little bit of work time, but I didn't waste my glue either. Okay, then we want this one, I'm thinking right here. So we have multiple layers all around is what I'm looking for here. I like it. So we're going to do this one the same way. And I could have left this pocket free and not put it on a page. And it would be just a piece of ephemera that would fulfill the challenge as well. But since I'm putting together this journal, why not? Why not just put it in there? I love it. Okay. Then we need to incorporate our cacti. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off camera and try to figure out what I want to put on this, or I'm going to pause you, go off camera. I'm going to pause you because you know my decision-making process is really long. I have some ideas, but, well, actually I don't need to pause you. What I need is, I have an idea and I don't know if this will work, so I guess we'll try it together. In here I have this pot of flowers and it's pretty, but what if we cut the flowers out like this, okay, and put a cacti in. Now I'll have to, I'm not gonna fussy cut this, so I would, I love it. Okay, I really like that a lot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause you while I kind of cut this a little bit, kiss cut it, and then I'm going to use my, which one am I gonna use? I'm going to use my Copic here. It's E21, and I'm going to color in the places where I can't cut, and then it'll match this color here. So I will be right back. Okay, I've got this cut out, and I've got it. I used my marker to make it kind of match this color. It'll dry a little bit lighter. But anyways, then I was trying to figure out with all these different cute characters what I liked, and I really kind of like this dog, but I have a dog right here, so I didn't want to duplicate that. I didn't want to put a cow next to a cactus because that would be kind of desert-like, and I was thinking, well, what might be more desert-like of what I have? Well, elephant's cute but not desert-like, so I was kind of thinking like this fox. Little girl fox I thought would be so cute, and her ears will stick up above, but I think that's okay if we just glue her down to like this, and then we can stick something back here. So that's what we're going to do. So I am going to go ahead and glue this down. I want to trim this though a little bit better. Okay. and maybe distress a little bit. And I want to put this way down here because I want to give her enough space to be here. So I'm going to glue this so that this almost touches the edge of the page. And then we will slip that cactus behind it. I'm going to put a piece of paper right there for now. Until she dries. Okay. The next thing I thought was, because I printed those so small, they created these cute little small cards that we could make something out of these, I think. Or I just kind of thought maybe we could mount them on a larger card and they would fit in the pockets, make like tags or something. So I'm going to cut this out. Because I'm not sure what I want to do. These I'll save and stamp on because I printed this on a 60-pound cardstock. And so they're firm enough to stamp something on. Oh, I think that'll be cute. Okay, let's remove our paper. And I'm thinking that that might be good just to stick in there and then make a tag. Let's make a 3-inch tag. Okay, I want to go this way. No. Okay, Tommy, get with it. I'm going to go this way and make 3 inches. And I want to kind of straighten this up a little bit. Perfect. And we will use our corner or tag corner maker. It's a tag corner template or whatever. Or tag corner maker. Love it. And we can put more in here, but this will be perfect. Look at this. We have a tag. Then we want on our tag, we want to put I have an idea that I had a piece that had hearts on it right here. put her there. Oh, look at these flowers. Could go right back on there. Oh my gosh, we have flowers. Let me cut this straight. These are the flowers that came out of that pot. If we put our flowers here, we could put a larger character behind those flowers. Like this, right? I'm not sure. We do have these. Okay, Tommy, give it a thought a minute. Give it a thought, give it a thought. Because we have a fox here. This was the other, we have this fox and we have this fox, which is really cute too. Oh, she's cute. If you put her there, maybe put the flowers right down there. I love that. Right? Love it. So we have this, and then we want, I just saw, I had two, oh my gosh. I had two brown flowers that I could have put, oh, here they are. They're kind of a brownish green. I'm gonna cut these out. Let's distress. Boy, talk about making a mess. Isn't it true that I am such a messy crafter? Okay, we wanna distress. Boy, this worked out good, cutting these off that pot, right? Okay, so we want to put this here, which means we want to put our fox right about there. So I'm going to take my pencil and just make a mark where I want her feet to go, right about there. So we're going to go ahead and glue her. And then I'll decide later if I want to put a topper on this or what I want to do. I'll put this right here. I don't know if I want to put any words or anything on it, but there we've got a tag right there. We could make a journaling card like this, right? Is that the paper we want? Oh, and look at the cute, I have other journaling cards right here. You know what I'm thinking? Thinking this is smaller. Thank you, Amy, for providing this. I don't know what I would have done. Come out with cute cactuses. These are so kind of whimsical, actually. So they match what I'm doing here in this journal really well. So I was excited to see it. Okay, wait. So she's got a pot. could have that same cactus in it, but then it would cover up. What if we moved it down and make it just, let's cut this part off. I'm cutting it, trying to cut it shorter so it might fit in her pot. Oh, I like that. Okay, so we need to color this. So I'm just going to take this and make it kind of beigey color, ivory colored, like the rest. Remember, this will dry a little lighter. Perfect, and we can cover up her. Actually, I can put it a little sideways so it doesn't cover up her mouth. I love it. What a mess, Tommy, what a mess. Perfect. And then look at all the cacti we're using. Okay, so this one though, I want to see how we have gold here? I think I want to line this in gold. What do you think, people? Can't believe that I'm not doing a lot of gold, huh? Well, let's do it. Okay, I think we got it. Okay, we don't have to glue this, so we should be able to just slide this right in here. Oh, okay, there's our cactus. Okay, so prompt 18 is dangle. This should be easy because I do make one kind of dangle on a fairly regular basis, and I thought I would show you what I make and then we would try to do this, but I took so much time doing prompt 1 that I don't have a lot of time. So these are the dangles that I make, and I hang them over on my little cart over there. But basically they're very simple. They're just circles. I put eyelets in them. I put a bulb pin and some beads on them, and then I usually do them by color. So like this one has blue beads on it. This one has red. I'm not too concerned about what's on them, just that the color matches whatever journal I'm doing. This one has like kind of green, but they're, I don't know what you call that. There's different colors in them. Okay. And this one is red, but it has mushrooms. And then a back. And this one is blue, kind of a lighter blue. And so that's what we're going to make. These are extras I always have in my thing, but I'm going to show you how I do that. So I'm going to move these aside and try to move kind of quick with these. So basically what I use is any book pages that you have that you tear out of something, because it doesn't matter too much about what they say, because we end up covering up a lot of it. So you're just looking for ones that have a lot of text on them. Like this is a good one. This is a good page. Let me see, you know, like a lot of this is okay, but If you can find some pages without that, it's even better, like this one. So let's use these two right here. What I'll do is just show you how I make this part of it, and then we'll do one or two maybe, just because of my time. So basically, I have scraps of cardstock like this. Actually, I have a whole pile of them, okay, like that. But we'll just use one of these. And this is so simple. What I do is I simply fold it in half, okay? And then I'm gonna glue it. I'm gonna glue them to one of these pages, like here. And I'm gonna stay within the text when I glue them. So I'll probably start down here because there's more text down here. So I'm just going to use my glue stick. And I'm just going to put that on like that. And I'm going to do the second one as well. And this is just to make this book pages firm, okay? So I know I can't get another one up there because I do this all the time, and I know that. So I'm not even going to show you that. And basically then I cut off around the cardstock. And you keep these because you can stamp on these blank pieces. And I keep all the scrap off of these because I have found uses for them. So, okay. So basically this is what we have. We have a book page with a couple pieces of cardboard. Now if you have one piece of cardboard, that's fine, but these strips of cardboard are scrap from when I was working in the print center, and I don't need them, so I use them up. Now I'm going to take this, I'm going to glue it and put it onto this page. Let's do it this side because this side's full. So now I'm just going to take this and I'm going to glue it onto this page, and I'm just trying to go where the text is, like that. And the reason is then that this has now got text on the back. Okay. So now I've got just a square here of book text. And again, I'm not concerned about, this is kind of a medical story, so it kind of has some icky stuff in it. I'm not concerned about that because, like I said, we're going to cover a lot of it up. So then I use, and I don't know what anybody else has, but I think this is a 1 3/4 inch round. And this is, I don't know if it's 3/4 or 1/2 inch. Let's see. This is, oh, this is actually an inch. This is, yeah, 1 1/2 inch. So this is an inch, this is 1 1/2. And I use those. So what I will do is, the first thing I do is I cut out my big ones. So if I turn my punch around, you can see that I go really close to the edges. There's one. There's two. There's three. There's four. And then I need 4 small ones. So I'll take my small punch and I'll see what fits. Like that'll fit, so I could actually get more, and I'll show you what else you can do with these, which are pretty cool. There's one. There's two. There's three. There's four. And that's sticking because my glue's not dry. Usually I do a few at a time. And I'm going to go ahead and cut into this. I don't know if I can get another one right here. Oh, I can. Again, it's just because my glue's not dry. And I think I could probably get another one out of here. Not there, but up here further, maybe. There you go. Okay. So I've got all these circles, and then the next step is I'm going to take them all and I'm going to use my my vintage photo and my walnut stain inks, and you don't need to use both, but I tend to use both. I use the vintage photo for the main part, and then I do edge it in the walnut. Okay, so we've got all our circles done, and the next step is these little ones, we want to put some color on them. Okay, and I have a couple of different ways that I do that. Either I cut another circle like this that's a different color, okay, or you can just do a small circle inside. So what we're going to do right now is just do small circles inside, and that's where you can use your scraps. So I will bring my scraps out, and let's just pick a couple colors. Let's do blue. No, we got blue. We need green is what we need. So let's see if we have anything in here that's green. Specifically green. We could use that as a solid green. Oh, here's some green. Voila. Okay, so what we want to do is take our smaller punch, and we can either, let's do this. Let's do okay, so we'll do 2 like that. I don't want to keep this, so I'm going to cut it off. Let's do 2 like this. Okay, that would give us 2. And then let's pick a darker color. Let's see. There's gold. We could do gold. That would be kind of interesting, huh? Let's do a gold one. Gold and gold. Okay. And again, these are going to totally cover the outside of these. So these will end up being like these, okay? But if you have a smaller punch, you can just make a small color as well. But we're going to do these like this. Okay, we are close. Okay, the next thing you want to do is we want to grommet. Oh, we're going to do 3 of them. So we're going to take 3 of our circles. I'll put these aside. Take 3 of our circles, and we want to find some sort of graphic that will go on that will match these colors. Okay, so I wanted to come back real quick and show you that I had some stickers and that from my grandson from Japan, and I found this like little kind of yellow brown fish and then some flowers that I put on this one. And on this one, I found that I had cut out a little bit of like a flower out of a garden magazine, and I used a small little punch. I guess it's about a 1/2 inch. And I just picked out a flower to put in there, like that. And I thought that would be pretty, one on either side. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue those, and then we're gonna pick something else to go with this gold one. So let's glue this on. Oh. You could even just use, if you don't have a small punch or you don't have a small picture, you could just put a piece of washi tape on there. It doesn't matter. These, strictly honestly, when I do these, I'm just looking for color. That's all. I just want the colors. So if I'm doing a journal that's predominantly blue, I would pick a blue one to put in that on a page or something like that. And usually I dangle them from a tab or something. So there's the green one, okay? And then we need to find something that'll go on the gold, and I'm sure we can find something in these stickers. This has a lot of gold on it. I love these little birds. I was kind of thinking could maybe do this little bird. I like that. So do we want to do a bird on the other side? I kind of like that. Oh, I kind of like all of these. They're all small. They all have a little bit of gold in them. And this is green and pink, so I want to definitely stay with those colors. What if we do a pink flower? That'd work, right? Put a pink flower on the back. Beautiful. Okay, so that's what we have. So I want to put those away, and then the next step is to put our eyelets in. And I used my Crop-A-Dile for that, and I used the small hole punch, which is it's the 1/8 right here. It's the small hole punch, and I'm going to punch both the large circle right up towards the top, and I'm going to punch the small circle, and you want to find whatever you think is your top part. And you're going to put an eyelet in there, so you want to go down far enough, okay? We'll do the same with these. Now I have a little bag, and I don't have different colors of these. They're all the same kind of this bronze. I think it says they're bronze, and I got these at Amazon. And we need 6 of them because we're going to put 1 in each of the big ones. So we've got 2, 4, 6, and we can put 1 away. We're going to put 1 in each of the large circles and 1 in each of the small. And I'll be honest with you, I have nails. So what I figured out is if I take this and I hold it over the eyelet, I can usually push it down onto the eyelet. And then I'm going to use this part of my Crop-A-Dile to set that eyelet. Okay, so we've got 1. Again, I find it honestly easier if I try to match up the grommet to the hole like this because of my fingernails. Usually I can feel where it needs to pop on. I don't know. Do it however is easiest for you. Okay, so now we've got all of our eyelets in. And the next step is we need beads and we need our bulb pins. So I'm going to pull out 3 of the bulb pins. And again, I only have 1 color of these. When I first wanted to use them for something, I ordered them off Amazon and I just got 1 color. That was it. Let me get rid of this so it's not in my way. Okay, so we've got our bulb pins and we've got some beads, and I have some beads here and I have some beads here. So we've got larger and smaller beads. And this one I definitely want to use gold, and probably this one gold. This one we could use silver or black or whatever. So you just take your bulb pin and you just put a few beads on it. That's all I do. And I put them on and then I connect this. So let's do, for this one, I want to find color beads that I think would match that pretty. And I'm kind of thinking that these right here are kind of nice. This, the pale blue, and I think that that'll match pretty nice. So we'll get 2 blues, and we will get 2 golds, oops, and 2 golds, just because these gold are small. Okay, and I tend to put all the beads in my hand, in the palm of my hand, easier because I can see the holes and what I need to get. So I want to do a bead, then the 2 gold, and then the other color bead. So I'm going to put a bead, then I'm going to try to come in and grab the 2 gold ones, find the hole and grab them. Not easy to do with long fingernails, but we can do it. Gotta find the hole. I'm in the wrong side. Okay, we got the 2, a bead, 2 gold, and then we want the other bead, like this. Then we're gonna take our first circle and our second circle, and voila. There you go. There's your dangle. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so let's do another one. So this one we want gold as well. So we're going to get our 2 golds. maybe. Oh, we got 3. That's okay. Okay, 2 golds. And then we actually have light green and we have pink on here. So what if we do pink? That would be kind of fun, huh? So we need pinks. I'm going to do 2 of those. And you can use larger or smaller beads. That's up to you. We want to get our gold ones in our hand. Take our bulb pin and we want a pink bead on first. Oh wow, what do I got in my fingernail? I don't want to show you that. Anyways, I got a pink bead. Then I want to get the gold ones. And I do 2 because these gold ones are so small. If they were larger, I would probably just do 1. I even have my magnifiers on and I can't see the hole in this. There it is. Okay, then 2 golds and then another pink. So this is what I have. You see that? I don't know if I'm... Okay, and then I'm going to take my first circle, the small one, and then take my second one, okay? And I'm gonna, and there you go. Now, the other part to this is, if you notice, on some of them, I don't decorate this, I just use color, and I do decorate the bottom. So you can do it either way, both ways, however you like it. Sometimes I do one or the other, and then when I go to put a journal together, I decide I want something else. Like here, I probably would want to put something here because you can only see this circle on this side. So I'd probably look for, let's see, this one has one of these gold yellow fishes, but it's got the blue. So I probably would put something on there that's got the gold and the blue. Like, look, this is like this basket or something. I would maybe put that on there. Just so you have something on the other side that reflects the colors. Here's a couple of blue little like stars or flowers or, oh, here's another one. Oh. Anyways, so if you want something on both sides, then you can do something like that. It's whatever you want. Okay, so here we've got our pink one. And then this one, we want something sort of green. But this is, oh, I see a green that'll match that. I think these will. Yeah, I think these are pretty. Let's do 2 of these. And we want to do silver instead of gold, or we could do black. No, I don't want to do black. Let's do silver. So we need 2 silver beads. Okay, so here I'm going to put on a green, try to catch both of these silvers, and then another green. Whoops. Like that. We'll put our green, we'll put our backing on, and there you go. There's your dangle. Okay, so that is my 50 stack challenge. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I'm not too far over. Anyways, let me get our page out. I think I saved it. Okay, so here's our page. Whoops. Oh, I'm sorry I moved you. Okay, so here's our page for our cactus. Isn't it cute? We put our little cactus with her as well. And we've got our fox. And then these are the 3 dangles that we made. I love them. Again, these are endless. You can decorate the background. You could put long, what do you call it? You know, long pieces. I made circles, but these are the ones that I already had. Okay. And these, I actually put solid color circles here, and then I decorated the back with red. So, there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to my subscribers. Oops. Oh, this one, I love this one. This is our mushrooms. Look. Thank you to my subscribers, past, present, and future. I'm standing right up by the phone, so if my voice got loud, I'll try to edit that a little bit. Please give us a thumbs up, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.